Hello again, everyone. This is Chris Shira. That's Robert Hardy. And welcome to Week 14. Hard to believe it's Week 14, only 3 weeks left, of the Citizens Punt, Pass, and Chat Pick 6 video.
Boom! You gonna introduce your friends now?
And they said it would never last.
Yeah.
So if you've been watching this video from the season's beginning, you might have been aware that I've had a goatee. This week I decided to change things up a little bit. A little tribute to Anchorman 2. Ron Burgundy decided to sport the stash. Unfortunately, no one in the family likes it, so I'm going to be shaving it tonight. So this is the lone appearance of the mustache. So at least it'll be forever in posterity on YouTube. People, archaeologists, can watch this video in decades from now and see what the mustache looked like.
So the Library of Congress will want this video, folks, I assure you.
It's too bad we can't burn this video, but we'll see what happens. But anyways, we're going to pick 6 NFL games, and you know, obviously these are strictly for recreational purposes only. We haven't done the disclaimer in a while either. So we're bringing back the disclaimer too. It's you know. Anyways, our first game, and Robert picked these 6 games: Colts at Bengals. And this is a great football game. This is I mean, you could say this is a first round preview, maybe.
Could be.
You know, could be. You know, the Bengals playing as we thought they were going to. The division contenders. They lead the division. They really should win this division. The Colts, a little disappointing here and there, but they're still in the running. They're basically going to win their division too. So really, this is a battle of 2 division winners. I like Cincinnati. I just think they really need this game. They play well at home, obviously. The Colts are inconsistent, especially on the road, and I just like Cincinnati.
Cincy undefeated at home. It's tough to pick against them. I have to go with you here and pick the Bengals. The Colts, good team, but you know, hey, you can't win them all.
No.
So I'll take the Bengals at home as well.
Okay. Our next game is Lions at the Eagles. The Eagles have been, I think, a pleasant surprise. You know, Nick Foles is the guy. 19 TD passes, no interceptions. Playing a Lions team that is coming off a huge break, 11-day rest after thumping the Packers on Thanksgiving Day. So they're well rested, had enough time to game plan this properly. You figure they're a division leader. They need this game to stay ahead. But you know something? I like the Eagles. I think that they've got a lot of confidence now. Nick Foles is obviously, I think he's Mr. Confident right now. So I would say if you were a gambling man and you know, let it roll. I mean, just keep it going. I just like the Eagles in this game.
I agree with you once again. I mean, the Eagles, Nick Foles has been a steady presence for them at quarterback and putting up decent numbers too. He had that one big game, but he's had a couple really good games too along the way. And that's really what this team has needed. They have some good talent on both sides of the ball, and having a quarterback makes a difference. I think this could be a great game. You know, the Lions aren't, you know, they're not a stinker here.
No.
They're a good team, but, you know, I'll take the Eagles at home too.
Our next game, Giants and Chargers. This is the last stand for the Giants. I think they lose this game, they're officially eliminated. The Chargers are on life support too. They've really taken some hits lately with their playoff chances. It's too bad because Giants, the Chargers are a really good football team. It's a little, you scratch your head why they have not played better, but I like them at home. It's an East Coast team flying all the way out to the West Coast, and I think that travel might affect them a little bit. And I like the Chargers in this game. I just think that they're going to win this one.
I'm going to go the other way. I'm going to take the Giants on the road.
There's our first differing opinion.
Can't agree with you on all of them.
Yeah, because you never catch up to me.
The Giants, to me, they've started to play with a little fire again. You know, Eli's been playing a little better. He's been aided by Andre Brown in the running game. Having a running back will help. You know, he hasn't put up great numbers, but you know, at least gives him another option other than throwing the ball, which has been a problem for him this year. The defense has played well, so I think they can go into San Diego and, you know, pull this one out. Might be a little close. Might be a little too close for comfort, but I'm taking the Giants.
All right, next game is Seattle at San Francisco, a classic NFC West battle. And, you know, I'll tell you, the Seahawks, when they play at home, unbeatable. When they're on the road, not unbeatable. Niners need this game. If they're going to get one of those wild cards, they have to win this game. Seattle's short week. They played Monday night, even though they didn't have to put out too much effort to win the game. It's still a short week for them. I just think San Francisco needs this game more. It's on their home field, and I like San Francisco in this game.
I'm going with the Seahawks.
Oh!
Going with the Seahawks.
I can understand that. I thought about it too. I mean,
this is one of those games. This is a field goal type game, I think.
Right. I think I think you're right.
This was a different story. When the game was played in Seattle, much different atmosphere, I think. The Seahawks just control the play at home. We saw that last week, against the Saints. Everyone thought that game was going to be close. What they do, they control at home. Granted, it's an away game for them. But, they've shown an ability, especially that defense, to play well on the road. I'm going to take them over the 49ers.
Boy, I'm almost thinking about switching now. But nope, I will stay with San Francisco.
Almost talked you into it.
No. I really was, when I was picking this game, I seriously considered it. It's a tough game to pick.
Tough game to pick.
Next game, another great matchup, Panthers at the Saints. And, the Panthers have won 8 in a row.
2-9-3 teams.
They are, and this is a great matchup. I mean, but when it all comes down, the Saints coming off a really bad performance. Yes, they did play Monday night all the way out there in Seattle. They had flight issues. They weren't able to get back till later. But they're playing in the Superdome. I think that'll give them a little bit of a boost. And they need this game a lot. And, Carolina's going to lose another game eventually. And I think this is as good a place as any. So I like the Saints in this game.
Panthers, I'm going to take the Saints. Panthers deserve praise for playing well this year. They beat the Patriots. They've played well along the way on this winning streak. Cam Newton has shown that, he is a legitimate, he's a great quarterback in this league. Top 10, maybe top 5 you could make the argument for. But he, with him playing well, nice defense in Carolina, but I think it's tough to beat the Saints at the Super Bowl.
Yes, absolutely.
Tough to beat that. And with, Drew Brees, home crowd, everything going their way, I'm taking the Saints.
All right. Our last game is the Monday night game. It's the Cowboys at the Bears. I tell you, this is one of those games where it could go either way, but I like Dallas in this game. Dallas is tied with the Eagles at 7-5 for first place in the NFC East. They really need this game, and I like Tony Romo. I just think that there's a lot of confidence about him right now. I think he's playing loose. I don't think there's as much pressure on him as there's been in the last few years. I just think he's a different quarterback this year, and I think he's going to put up some good numbers. And I like the Cowboys in this game. Plus the Bears. Let me just add one thing. I think the Bears are a little unsettled at quarterback too, and they've been inconsistent. And I think that's another reason why I like Dallas in this game.
This could get interesting if the Bears can air it out, and if they get Matt Forte going. If Alshon Jeffrey has another game like he did last week, it could go the Bears' way. But the Cowboys, they seem to be a little bit different this year. They're not collapsing in those key situations like they have in years past. And I'm in agreement with you. I'm going to take the Cowboys on the road in this one.
Okay, so we differ in 2 games.
Agree on 4.
Agree on 4. I have to admit, I did not update the standings from our last week's picks. So
I think you're still up 6.
I'm still up by 6. Okay, so wow, we're getting close to the end of the regular season.
Yeah.
And unlike the You Pick 'em challenge, you can't get multiple points for picking playoff games, right? So
this is straight numbers.
This is it.
Folks.
I know this is getting
no weighted percentages.
But I still think Robert is going to make it interesting. It's going to be close. I'm going to sweat it. I still think I'm going to win.
What a good sport.
Don't doubt that for a second. I'm going to win this thing. But I think Robert's going to make it close, though. It's going to be competitive. It's even more reason to watch these videos for the next 6 weeks or so till the Super Bowl.
Way to build up ratings.
I know. It's a good thing we don't have ratings.
Wow.
The
stash with a zinger.
Yes, the stash. So this is it. I'm just going to... All right.
There you go, folks.
So that's it, folks.
That's
it for the stash. I will be clean shaven next week. Hopefully a haircut, too.
The stash will return
long overdue.
to the gut, folks.
I won't look like a refugee from 1975. I'll look a little more modern and everything. So enjoy the games, folks. We appreciate you watching and listening. We appreciate your support. And enjoy football this weekend.